Entitled Mom demanded my paid concert seat for her teen son. I 27F went to a concert I had been looking forward to for months, something I saved up for and bought a really good seat for because the artist is one of my favorites. I arrived early, found my section and settled into my assigned seat while people around me were still filing in. A woman in her 40s approached with her teenage son, who looked about 16 or 17 and was at least 6 feet tall. She asked me if I could switch seats with him because, according to her, he was too tall to sit where they were assigned, and their seats did not have the best view. I checked the ticket she was holding and saw they were several rows behind mine. I smiled and politely told her that I had paid for this seat specifically and preferred to stay where I was. Her friendly tone dropped immediately. She said I should be more understanding because her son needed a better view and that younger fans deserve to be closer because it means more to them. I repeated that I was staying in my assigned seat. She rolled her eyes dramatically and muttered, loud enough for people around us to hear, that I was selfish and inconsiderate. I ignored her. But a moment later, she came back with a different tone entirely, telling me I had no right to gatekeep a seat that could change her son's entire night. When I still did not move, she raised her voice and began demanding that I stand up and stop causing problems. I calmly said that I was not causing any problem and that she should speak to an usher if she had an issue with her own seats. That set her off. She started yelling that I stole her son's spot, that I was ruining his experience, and that security needed to remove me. People around us stared. Her son looked mortified. He kept telling her to stop, but she brushed him off and continued shouting as if she were the victim. Security arrived after a minute of her screaming. She immediately launched into a dramatic explanation that I refused to move into any of the perfectly fine seats behind us and that I was preventing her child from seeing the show. The guard asked for both of our tickets. I handed mine over without hesitation. The guard scanned it, then scanned hers, and his face changed. He told her very firmly that I was in the correct seat and that she and her son needed to go to their assigned ones. She argued back, saying the seats were too far and not fair and demanding that the guard do the right thing. But the guard simply told her that she had two choices, sit in the seat she purchased or leave the venue. She continued arguing until he finally told her that if she did not comply, she would be escorted out. She screamed that this was discrimination against mothers and concerts should not allow selfish adults to ruin things for families. When the guard motioned for additional staff, the entitled mother panicked, grabbed her son, and started yelling that she would be filing a complaint. But when she still refused to walk toward her assigned seats and kept shouting, the staff finally escorted her toward the exit. The entire section watched in disbelief. Her son stayed a few steps behind her, face red, trying to shrink into himself. The second she was out of earshot, he quietly walked back to me and apologized on her behalf. He said she had been like this his whole life, always demanding special treatment and embarrassing him whenever someone told her no. He thanked me for not giving in to her behavior and said he wished she would learn to respect other people. The concert started shortly after, and the energy in the room completely shifted once she was gone. People near me were whispering about the incident, some shaking their heads, others laughing in disbelief. The kid did not even get to enjoy the show because his mother had been escorted out with him trailing behind her. The whole situation left a strange mix of frustration and sympathy in me. I felt angry at how she treated me, but I felt even worse for him. He did not ask for any of that, and he was clearly ashamed of the way she behaved. I spent the rest of the concert enjoying the performance, but the moment stuck with me long after the show ended. A few days later, a friend sent me a video someone had posted online. The incident had gone semi-viral on social media, blurry footage of the mother shouting, me sitting quietly, security approaching, and the kid begging her to stop. The comments were full of people calling her entitled and saying they felt sorry for the son. Seeing it from the outside made the entire situation feel even more surreal. I did nothing wrong, yet she tried to make me feel guilty for simply sitting in the spot I paid for. And the saddest part is that her son is probably used to that kind of behavior. Looking back now, I do not regret standing my ground. Boundaries matter, even in small moments like these. And sometimes, the only person who learns a lesson is the one who is forced to face the consequences of their own entitlement.